All right, well, I'm gonna go ahead and just welcome everyone here. Thank you guys all for being here. You know, you made it to a really, really special edition mastermind. Webinar. Last week was a mastermind. This week is a webinar with Terri Levine. And for those of you who don't know Terri, she is a super awesome, one-of-a-kind guerrilla marketing coach. And she's a genius in all kinds of ways of promoting herself. And she uses the system called the Entrepreneur formula. I mean, I don't know if you call it a formula, but it's a philosophy of getting high-paying clients and really establishing high-value relationships with your clients. So not just getting people in, but actually building strong relationships with them. And Terri, by the way, you have a speakers, so there's an echo.
So there's an echo. I'll give you a heads up.
Thanks for that.
All right, yeah, thanks. And how many of you guys, I'm going to check a show of hands, how many of you have been on the mastermind last week with Terri Levine? Put it in the chat box, so yes. And while you guys are doing that, while the lag is waiting for the chats to come in, I want to ask you guys, yeah, what did you guys think about that? Did you guys totally love Terri? And how many of you have actually started to use the formula that she started to teach on how to use Facebook Live to, totally just get new fans, get tons of exposure, and start building relationships with potential clients? Awesome. Emma's saying yes, and all right, cool. So I'm sure a lot of people have seen, I've seen it actually, Brian, I've seen you do that. I've seen Miche starting that, shout out to you, and Manuela and I actually both are doing that together in our group. And awesome, Brian saying yes. All right, cool. So you guys now, you have a really good formula, and for those of you who are not on that mastermind, you guys are, you're still going to be able to learn exactly what was taught. Might not get all the secrets, but you're actually going to have a walkthrough this time with Terri actually showing you everything step by step. So with that said, Terri, now we're gonna switch over to you, and I want you to go ahead and lead the way. Show us what you got here, okay? So I'm gonna.
All right. Thanks, Omar. So thanks, everybody. I'm really happy to be back with you. Those of you who were here before and those who weren't, glad to have you. And the one thing I just want to say to preface everything is, as a guerrilla marketing trainer and coach, one of the things that is really important to me is that I don't do anything in my business that doesn't have a return on investment. So Facebook Live has a huge return on investment. I've been making about $1,000 a day not selling anything on Facebook Live. So I know that sounds odd, but that's really the intention that I have today. So let's talk about just some very basic reasons why it's Facebook that I'm talking about, why it's not Periscope, and why this is really, really important. There's 500 people on Facebook, and unlike any other social media platform, about 62% of those people check Facebook every single day. So you can get your products and services, let's just say half of them, literally in front of about 250 million people from Facebook. And this is why Facebook is, to me, the most critical component in business. In the last 5 years, I have made 90% of my income from Facebook without selling and without ads. And when Facebook Live came out, I realized that I now and you have a real way to crush it daily. So a couple of key points. The money that will flow in is going to come from your business page and groups that you are the founder of. And I don't have time to teach all of that today, but I do want to say not from your personal page, okay? I just want to state that very clearly. So there are a few rules of how you use Facebook to profit. and then I'm going to get into some details. The first thing is, contrary to what people seem to focus on, which is I want to get the most likes and the most followers, I could care less about that. I have a client that has only, I think, 500 or 600 Facebook fans, followers, likes, and I just helped her get her first client for a VIP coaching program I created with her for $5,000. So I don't care if you have 7,000 friends or 700. We want to focus on really good hot leads, because we want people who raise their hand, I call it reverse selling and reverse marketing, who are really interested in your products and services. And Facebook Live helps you build a relationship with people. You want to do Facebook Live consistently. So I recommend to all of the people that I work with that you get on 5 days a week at a consistent time. And then you communicate through direct messaging on Facebook, which is one of the best things Facebook ever came up with. You communicate with people who attended your live and commented on your live and showed up on your live. And I literally go on live for 30 minutes and I make 15 minutes of time every day to connect with the people who showed up by direct messaging them and saying something like, hey, I saw you were on my live where I was talking about how to get hot leads. How's it going in your business? Is there anything I can help you with?
Awesome. Hey, Terri,
the goal is
right there.
Yeah.
This is awesome. Are you sharing your PowerPoint slide right now? I can't tell because we cannot see any slide.
I am.
So I'm gonna see if there's something
Yep.
that I did on my end that caused that. But let me just test something out. No, that didn't work. All right, so we're not seeing. Are you guys seeing her slides? Just want to check in with you guys. Can you check, Terri, on your end if you're making sure that you're sharing your screen? Okay. Emmanuel is saying no as well. Terri, can you just check on the left if you're sharing the screen? Because I definitely want to make sure you guys are getting this. Terri, are you there? Okay, there we go. Perfect. I see it now. Do you guys see it? Give me a yes if you can see the slides. All right, awesome. Sweet. All right, cool. So Terri, go ahead and start speaking. Can you still talk?
Hello?
Yes, Terri, you're on. All right, cool.
Yeah, that was weird. Okay, I think I got knocked out.
All right, awesome.
So I'm going to just repeat a couple things. Okay. You're building a relationship. You're focusing on leads, not likes. You're being consistent, showing up every day, and you're communicating by direct message. And you don't have to spend a lot of time on this. It's 15 minutes. My goal, and this is really important, my goal is to find 5 valuable conversations a day. And in my experience and my clients' experience, when we've got 5, typically one of those becomes a lead if we're just offering value. How can I help you? How can I support you? I saw that you were looking for blah, blah, blah. How can I help you? Okay, so I'm going to go back just to make sure people got to see everything real quick. So I'm going to back up if I can.
Awesome.
So crazy. All right, so let's see. All right, so give me 1 second. All right. So when you do a Facebook Live, you have to make sure that you're very interesting and that you're speaking about a topic that people are interested in, that your ideal target audience wants an answer to. Something that will overcome their biggest problem or help them get to their biggest goal. Now think about this. If you're talking about you know, I just ate peanut butter and jelly, I just got in a fight with my spouse, it can't be about you. Nobody cares. So in 10 seconds or less, you must, in the description of your live, telling people you're going live, and when you get on live, you must answer the question, why the heck should I spend time watching this? There's a lot of other stuff I can be doing or seeing on Facebook. Why this? And here's a biggie, Omar. You must build this live. Every one of your lives gets built around what we start with all my clients. It's called a core unique positioning statement. Core unique positioning statement. And a core unique positioning statement is, who are you? What's the benefit that I have from working with your product or your service or your company or you? And how are you completely different? If you're a coach, consultant, trainer, speaker, author, how are you completely different than everybody else in the planet? All right, I'm going to keep going, and then we will make sure we have questions.
Yeah, we're going to answer your questions at the end. I was just going to say that. And if you have any questions at any point, just put them in the question box in the chat box, and then we'll get to them at the end. So you might want to write them down as they come, and make sure you're taking lots of notes, because these are some really good nuggets. I agree with everything you're saying. Terri, this is awesome. Go ahead, keep going.
All right, so next, live is all about this word, and you might want to take notes and write it down, engagement. We don't just want to be talking to dead air. We want people to engage with us, because that's how we then direct message them. And I'm going to give you a true example from one of my clients. She did her third live, I think it was Thursday of last week. Yes, her fourth live on Thursday of last week. And she's gotten really good at getting people to engage and following the model of then following up and direct messaging them. So on Thursday, she direct messaged just like I'm teaching you. And one of the people she direct messaged said, I'm really interested. How do I sign up to work with you? That's what I call reverse marketing. So she got her client, when she sells a product that's $2,500, a service that's $2,500 from a live, okay? Made $2,500 by doing 4 lives. So attract their attention. You're interrupting them. You're coming into their Facebook and saying, drop everything, watch this. Use a guarantee. Today, I guarantee I'm going to teach you how to get 5 leads. Today, I guarantee I'm going to show you how you too can lose weight. And only in your live, teach them one thing. Okay, and I really have to make this clear, so I'm going to pay another second on this. I had somebody the other day who I taught this system to. I watched their live, and they taught about 8 things. One thing. One thing. And don't try to be me or Omar or anybody else. Be you. Be your personality, whatever that is and who you are. Be authentic. And when you're inviting them to a live, say what they're going to miss if they don't join. So some of you might have been with me last evening. I did a live, and I said, I am going to teach you how to become the celebrity, the authority in your field. And if you don't join, somebody else will be the celebrity or authority in your niche who does join. So tell them what they're going to miss and whet their appetite. All right, now let's get into this. People always say, okay, well, Terri, how do I make a sale without selling? Well, I believe conversion just happens, and it happens every day for me and for the people I work with. Why? Number one, you have a topic that overcomes their problem or gets them to their goal. Number two, when you go on live, you're delivering great content. You're sharing what you know. Number three, pay attention because it's part of the secret sauce. You tell people, direct message me, PM me, inbox me for more information. Okay? And I'm going to give you something that almost nobody uses on Facebook. Facebook has a feature called Notes. When I go to people's notes, they're usually empty or they're blank. Notes are found in Google searches. Notes help your Facebook page get more presence. So go to your notes section, and that's where you can write like almost a little article about your topic. So let's say I was going to teach you how to become the celebrity in your field. I could write a little topic on notes that say, Here are the top 5 things you need to know to become a celebrity in your field. Blah, 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 blah. And it's in my notes section. And I refer people to that while they're on the live. I say, listen, you guys read the notes after. There's even more detail. So what I'm doing is I'm showing people I am the authority in the field. And I'm giving away my best content. And that's how conversion happens. By generously sharing content and showing people you're the best. The concept that I want you to breathe in with me is called reverse selling. So pay attention to the concept. People who come to my live and your live, we want them to sort, sift, and separate themselves in. How do they sort themselves in? They jump through a hoop. If you're interested, message me. Only the people who are really interested sort themselves in. If I maybe am giving away my time or downloads or a coaching session or a demonstration, I limit them. By the way, don't say you limit them and then not. If I say I limit it to 5, it's 5. Scarcity of your time or of a download or a giveaway builds value. And that's part of reverse selling, is to get the right people to jump. Live is all about getting eyeballs. So not only do you post on Facebook, hey, I'm doing a live at noon, come join me. You direct message people that you believe would benefit. You give them an interest update. You put it on your Facebook as well as direct message a few people. You join some groups where your exact target audience is, and you first communicate with the owner of the group. Hey, I just joined your group on blah, 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 and I wanted to do a live to teach blah, blah, blah. I'm not selling anything. Would it be okay if I let members know? You ask. Start your own group. Converse in groups that you're members of. And I write articles and I link everything, not to my website, to my Facebook page, because that's where people will actually get to watch my lives. So that's an important concept. A couple of other things I want to cover before we take questions. Your live must be educational. You're answering your target audience's biggest problem, which means you have to know who your target audience is and what their biggest problem is. You're answering common questions people have, helping them achieve what they desire in their business or their life, whatever it is you're working on. I already told you to be authentic and be you, and here's what I must stress. Don't sell. Don't sell. I have made all of the money that I've made by doing this. I go on live. I'm authentically Terri. I share my best content 5 times a week for 30 minutes. I tell people to direct message me. I say to people, comment, let me know what you want to hear. Yesterday I was on my live and I said, you guys tell me what my next live should be. And they did. And that's what I'm going to do today. I'm going to go on and I'm going to cover what they want to hear. They're sorting, sifting, and separating themselves right in. And then I simply say, hey, direct message me. If they don't direct message me, I direct message the ones who keep showing up. And I say, hey, how can I help you? How can I support you? You must have this as an issue. You keep showing up. I'm here to help you. What can I do? And I'm not selling. I'm offering a demonstration of my help and my support. And then let's talk about the final slide that I have for today. Generate traffic. How do we generate all this traffic so you get eyeballs? Well, from your personal account, you start telling people, follow me on, and you list your business account so that you can watch my lives where I do free training like a webinar every day on whatever that is, their biggest problem, their biggest goal. 2, if you have any kind of an email list, let them know. I do free training every day on Facebook Live at blah, blah, blah time. You need to join my page here to watch me. And most importantly, always tell people why they should bother to be on a live with you. We need to disrupt and interrupt what they're doing and get them excited and interested. The final thing that I'll say, and it's not in the slides, and it came from watching a client do her live this morning, is amp up your personality a bit. Okay, now don't have to be Terri Levine. But if you think about this, you have to be a little bit extra when you're on live. So when I've gone on television, I have to be a little extra on TV. I'm extra made up. I'm extra excited because these things are important. And live is like TV. So when you get on, don't just say, hey, I'm here to teach you today how you can lose weight with this weight loss product. You have to keep their attention. So be exciting, show them things, move around. Don't just sit there like talking to the screen, show them things. Sometimes I walk around. If you watched my live yesterday, I was constantly showing props. Be a little bit more than you usually are. And the secret sauce, don't forget, is be consistent. Direct message at least 5 people a day, engage in 5 conversations a day, and you'll do what I've been doing for 30 years. You will close a minimum of 1 person in every 5 conversations without trying to close them if you're talking to interested people. So those are my slides for today. And now, Omar, I guess we can take some questions.
Awesome. All right, thank you. By the way, before we get into the questions, I want to say, Terri, thank you so much for sharing all that. And you truly did give your best content. I could see that. And how many of you guys, I want to check with you guys on the audience, how many of you agree that this is super powerful? If you adapt this to your business, can you start to see how powerful this can be? I want to hear from you. Put in the comment box and you'll hear from you guys. And awesome, yeah, Miche is saying fabulous. Ready to roll and make money. Awesome. All right, cool. Everyone's saying yes. Awesome. Yeah, so
can I answer some of the questions that are coming up over there?
Yeah, of course, Terri. We're gonna get to that right now. Do you want me to? I was gonna read them for you, but
that would be awesome. Okay. Thank you, Omar.
Yeah, okay. So the first thing, the first question I saw there was from Zaza, and it's basically, where do you put your Facebook Lives? What's the pros and cons of putting it on a page versus a group? Well,
okay, so if you're talking about anything that's business oriented and you're doing that on your personal page, Facebook can close down your personal page. Facebook has a very strict rule. Personal pages are for friends and family and personal information. Business pages are for business-related topics. So start guiding the people on your personal page. So on my business page, I have, 8,000 people roughly. On my personal page, I have 5,000, the limit that you can have. So on my personal page, I just guide people. Hey, if you're interested in blah, 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 join me. I'm going live to talk about blah, blah, blah on this page. And then I give the link to my business page. Start guiding those people. I direct message a lot of people because I do have my 5,000 in a waiting list. And I say, hey, follow me over here because you're more of a business connect. This is for friends and family. So start guiding them.
Awesome. So just to clarify, that's the question is like from a business page versus putting it on a Facebook group that you're on.
And it's fine to do it on your Facebook group. What I prefer that you do is put it on your business page, save it on your business page, and then share the link in your group so that you're getting eyeballs in both places. And that's really what I recommend. Okay,
awesome. All right. And let's see. Well, Joe's just saying something. I have like 4,900 people on my personal page and 500 on my business page. So I'm guessing his challenge is getting people onto his business page.
Okay, so start direct messaging them. This is really easy. Message anywhere from 10 to 20 people a day and just say, hey, I'm really not planning to use this page very much. This is the page I'm going to use. Please make sure you connect with me here and give them the link. And if you do that consistently every single day over a month or two, you will start to build up that following on your business page. And then what I also say to them is, please invite anybody you know who would enjoy watching this kind of content and give them the link to my business page.
Gotcha, okay. So Joe, hope that was helpful for you. Feel free to chat in there if there's something else. And Manuel was asking, if you have multiple groups, how do you manage? Should you only post? I mean, should you only do a live on one of them? And how would you choose? You know, what do you suggest to them?
Great question. So I have a lot of groups. And so what I do is I do the live on my business page. I take the link after it's done and saved, and then I go ahead and I put that link on every one of my groups. It takes 2 seconds. I just copy and paste the link. And so everyone in my group can watch the live that I did on my business page. And I did put my business page up there where people said, how do you get to watch the lives? So I put that up there for you. You can watch my old lives on my business page. The other thing is, after you do a video, there will be a little button on the right-hand side, a little arrow. Pull it down, and it'll give you the option of save. Make sure you hit save.
Awesome. I just want to give a little quick tip, if I can, just jump in there. We use, in Infopreneur Agency, we use a tool called Sociocaster. If you go to sociocaster.com, you can check it out. Basically, it's a way that you can manage multiple pages and groups on one platform online, and you can post on all your platforms with one post. So it's really awesome, and it's about $10 a month. It's really cheap, but it's definitely worth it if you're investing in your Facebook management. So anyway, just wanted to point that out. And so let's get to these other questions. Zara she already asked, where can I find Terry's saved Facebook Live videos? So that's on her page. And Zaza is asking, how do you save it? You want to just say it? I already know the answer, but go ahead.
Yeah, there's a little drop down on the right after you do the video. There's literally a little drop down, and it's like a little arrow, you pull it and it will say save video, and you just click save video.
Okay. And Nietzsche is saying, on the mastermind, recommendation was to move everyone to a group that pages may be obsolete or cost money in the near future. Yeah, go ahead, Terry.
I'll address that, and I'm glad you brought that up. So I am a social media master, and I spend a lot of time not only with Facebook and with Facebook algorithms, but with people behind Facebook. So there is talk, serious talk, that business pages are going to be a charge in the near future, and that the more people on your business page, the more they may charge. As of right now, and this is as of a couple of days ago, so this is brand new, Facebook is still delaying that. They've been delaying it every year. They talk about it every year and they delay it. Why? Because they're still making a ton of money on AdWords, and they are making an incredible amount of money on Facebook ads. So right now, they're not seeing that as a necessary income stream. However, I still believe it will happen in the future. So I recommend you do two things. You do your business page while it's free. Absolutely take advantage of it. And at the same time, you do a group. And you build your group as big and fast as you can. So if they decide to charge for a business page, I'll still pay for it. Maybe you don't want to, it's up to you. You'll have a nice big group built. So I am recommending doing a lot of study and research and experimentation with myself and my clients. Post on your business page, that's where you do your live, save the link, and then go ahead and put it on your group. That is the exact order that I recommend it in. Lots of experimentation for myself and my clients. This is the secret sauce. It works.
Awesome. All right, thanks for clarifying that. And Joe is asking, I have a nice website. Isn't a business page less impactful than my website?
I love this question. I actually don't even believe in websites, as odd as that may sound. I have one. I can honestly tell you I send everybody to Facebook. I spend all my time sending people to Facebook. You are not going to have 250 million people potentially looking at your website. You're not. Facebook drives the traffic, draws the traffic. Facebook is recognized by Google more than your website will be. Now, I hold #1 spot for certain words, many, many words. However, if you start to look at Facebook, Facebook is always going to hold the #1 spot. So I highly recommend you use the freebie of Facebook Live. Use the freebie of Facebook. Facebook has the built-in traffic. You don't. I don't care who you are or what you do. Jack Canfield, Tony Robbins, my other friends in the industry like these are all using the power of Facebook. Yes, we have websites. However, we are driving masses of people to Facebook because we know there's 250 million eyeballs minimum right now a day on Facebook, not on our websites.
That is awesome. I love it. And Dagmar is actually bringing up a very good point that, you know, the other side would say, you know, you're right, but website is your property. You own it 100%. You don't risk Facebook shutting down your website, basically. Right?
Yeah, I'm not saying not to have it. I am just going to say you're not going to get the kind of eyeballs. I mean, I've paid hundreds of thousands of dollars in the last 20-something years for search engine optimization and blah, blah, blah. No, I get much more eyeballs from Facebook. I make my money from Facebook. You need a website to be a credible expert. However, that being said, at the latest Internet Marketing Conference where Facebook and Google representatives were all speaking that I attended and spoke at, I can tell you both Facebook and Google avidly believe that websites will be totally irrelevant in the very, very near future because all that matters is video. And literally, that is all that matters. The internet is mostly search by video. YouTube, which is owned by Google, is the #1 search engine. And video is where we're headed. So, you know, I'm not spending a lot of time and money on my website. I don't spend a lot of focus on my website. I do focus on my blog because I write blogs that have certain keywords and therefore I get ad money from the blogs and I make passive income through blogging. All my focus is on Facebook. I made over $1 million last year on Facebook without ever making a sales offer. I didn't make $1 million from my website.
Right on. And Joe has a question. So how can I get more people watching my my lives who are outside of my friend circle or my fans?
Great question. You need to do a group, okay? So when you do a group that specifically answers the problem in a niche, they come. So let's say that I was a weight loss expert and I could start a group called weight loss in 30 days or weight loss help. Okay, very specific benefit named group, unless you're a celebrity, a very specific benefit. Start that group. Find about 10 to 20 other groups that are similar. Join the similar groups. Post value in those groups. Then, I'm giving something away here. Then, after you've been in conversation with certain people in the groups, because you post value, people will respond to you or like what you said, direct message them. I am also the founder of the blah, blah, blah group. Here's the link. I would love for you to comment on some posts and join the group. So one of my groups has almost 6,000 members. I started with 6 members. I joined like-minded groups. I posted valuable responses, answers, and comments. And then the people who engaged with me, they raised their hands, right? I simply direct messaged them on Facebook and I said, hey, I just started this group. I would love to have your comments, feedback, and posts. So pretty soon, my group grew to 6,000 people who are specifically interested in what I talk about. That's how you'll get the eyeballs. That's the secret.
Awesome. And just a follow-up question for that, do you have some kind of system for getting them to share your group with their friends or something? I'm guessing that's
yes.
the way.
So I won't give you the whole system. I do cover that in courses I teach. This takes too long, but I'll give you a tiny piece. Constantly on your lives, and if you watch mine, you'll see that I do this. Ask for 2 things, engagements and shares. So I'll say, you guys, what do you think of this? Comment now. I don't want to talk to just the camera. Tell me what you're thinking. Or give me a reaction. Do you like what I'm saying? Are you wowed by it? So I'm getting the people to respond so I can engage with them. The second thing I do is say, listen, if what I just shared helped you and could help a business colleague, friend, or family member, do me a favor, share this video. Please make sure that you share it. I don't just come here to spend 30 minutes of my time without making an impact. My desire is to impact more people. Will you do me a favor and share? So I literally ask for what I want and make the request.
Love it. That's awesome. All right, cool. So there are a few questions coming in. Let's see. Helen, welcome to the call. I haven't seen you here. Welcome. Helen's asking, when building personal group, first connect own friends from personal friend group, then attract others based on value or offered and attraction. Question, connect all of relevant own friends.
I got it.
Got it? Okay.
All right. Thanks, Helen. I'm glad you're here. So yes, the first thing I did when I started a group, so I'm going to tell you about a newer group. All right. So one of my groups is huge. I have 3 other groups. And I started the Entrepreneur group a couple months ago. We're building, we've got, I don't know, 300 or 400 people. So I'm in a building mode. So here's what I did. I thought, who do I know that belongs in this group? Who are my personal connections on my personal Facebook page? Friends, family, colleagues. I invited them by direct message to join. Then I looked at other groups I was a member of and I thought, who likes to make heart-to-heart connections and wants to grow their business that I would like to help? And I direct messaged them and said, hey, I just started this other group. I wanted to invite you. I think you could make really good contribution. Then I went to LinkedIn and I found people in LinkedIn that were my direct connections that I wanted to also invite and said, hey, I started a new group on Facebook. I'd love to have you. On my business page, I just kept saying, I started a new group. If you're interested, join here. And by the way, I still ask people to join. So we're at 300 and something. On Facebook, you want to get your group built to 500 as fast as you can, because once you get there, the groups organically build. So you've got to get to that 500 number. So I work on adding about 50 people over the course of a month. I'm not trying to build this overnight. I want to select the right people. I don't just want to have a bunch of junk in my group. I want my hot prospects. So that's how you do it.
Awesome. All right, thank you, Terry. And we'll take a few more questions because we want to end this at the top of the hour. But so now is the last call. Just keep putting in questions in there so we can make sure we get to them all. Rocio is asking, can you give us some pointers to use my business page more effectively besides the live? She says, I use Pages with my iPad, and the challenge is that I cannot private message anyone from there. So, I mean, I think you can, but
you can.
Yeah.
You actually can. Yeah, you can. Just make sure you set up Messenger. You absolutely can. Just make sure you set up Facebook Messenger. I have it on my iPad. My husband was having surgery yesterday. While I was waiting, I was on my iPad messaging. Got a new client that way, as a matter of fact.
Awesome.
So here's what I will tell you without giving a whole course on this, because I teach this and I do it for clients. We run about 68 different clients' business pages, but this is how we do it. Post once a day on your business page. Once on your business page, Monday through Friday. I don't care about weekends, Monday through Friday. Post valuable content. Really valuable, inspirational, motivation. Sometimes it could be funny. Valuable content that solves a problem. And if you start looking and connecting on my Facebook page, you'll get to see what I post, and it'll start to get your head in the right direction. So follow my page, and you can start to learn the formula.
All right, awesome. Cool. Does that help you, Rosia? I totally agree with that, by the way. That's another thing we use with Sociocaster for. You can actually schedule your posts. It's super awesome. You can put it in a calendar and just upload your post. You can find awesome content and schedule it in. It'll just set it up for you. So anyway, set up daily posts. Highly recommend that as well. So Helen's asking, don't connect your own friends. That's the question.
So I'll connect friends if they're relevant. So I'll just give you an example. I started the Entrepreneur group. I looked through my friends on my Facebook personal page to see if there were any of those people that I wanted to invite by direct message. Never, ever, ever, I must say this, Omar, never, ever, ever, ever just add people to a group. Don't do it. It is so politically incorrect. And I have to tell you, when people just add me to a group and they don't invite me, it's really presumptuous, and it's not the way that we do reverse marketing or selling. So invite them, direct message. Hey, Helen, I just started a Heartrepreneur group. It's for people who are really heart-based. I know that's you. I'd love to have you join the group, comment and share, and feel free to invite others that you know. Direct message that with your friends, with your family, colleagues, whoever. Just don't go adding people. It has a button that says add. Don't do it. It makes people very upset.
Totally. How many of you guys can relate to that? I want to check. Because how many of you guys have been added to a group and it just, from some random person, maybe someone you haven't talked to in a while, or you never even met, and like, how do you feel when that happens? Just think about that, when next time you're gonna think about adding someone to your group. So I love that tip. Very good. And Emmanuel was asking, as you have multiple groups with your own niche, are all the groups interested in the same video? Meaning, I would like to have different topics for different groups.
Okay, so two concepts, which are leverage and optimize. So I'm very focused on helping people make a lot more money. I'm also very focused on helping people create an extraordinary life, having a lot of free time. Freedom is important to me. So I don't want to see you making multiple videos. You should have one target audience, one niche that's wide and deep. That's who you talk to. That's who you focus on. Same video. Otherwise, you're going to be spending so much time in each group, posts and different conversations, and who am I talking to? So I'm going to go back to what I taught in the beginning. Unique statement. You have one brand image, you have one core unique positioning statement. If you're doing what I did in the beginning of my coaching and consulting business 20 years ago, and you're talking to direct sales people, and you're talking to weight loss people and sales people, and you're going to have a very scattered business. It's one focus, one goal, and you won't be optimizing and leveraging your time. Trust me. Believe me, this formula works. I've used it with over 5,000 info people who have all kinds of info products, including myself, and really giving you what works in life.
Awesome. All right. I totally agree with that. It's a great point. And M is asking, we're going to take just a few more questions. All right. So very few. Okay. So we're getting to the top of the hour. M is asking, is there any invite button? And I've seen on the computer, like there's like a little thing that says, when you add members to your group, there's a little thing that says leave a message or add a message to the invite or to the adding members. But I haven't seen any invite button. I actually tried looking. I created another group and tested it out. I couldn't figure out how to find the invite button.
Invite button, it basically says add members, okay? And you can put in their email address and it will then send them an email to join the group. I don't recommend this because most of those emails don't get through. Most people have Facebook notifications shut off, like me. So I don't recommend that you do that. I actually recommend my way. Don't do the invite button. Don't use it. Forget about it. I wish Facebook never put it there. It confuses people. Everything I'm teaching you, if you stop and breathe and think about it, Terry's like direct message, direct message, direct message. I'm making $1,000 a day, roughly, using direct message. I'm adding people that are really interested to my group, not just trying to add huge numbers of people or my Facebook page through any other means than direct message. Think about this, gang. Think about this. Who do you want to follow you? I only want my direct target audience of hot prospects. I don't want to be like, oh, I have 7,000 followers. My answer to people who say that is, who cares? How much money are you making? We have to make money in business. You can give it away if you don't want it, but you have to make it. So please follow the formula that I'm teaching with direct message. It works, and you will only have people following you and in your groups who really are interested and are your prospects and are your buyers.
Awesome. All right. Cool. And Miche is asking, can you set up a group where people can add themselves?
It's not exactly add yourself. You can set up a group like I have. My group is #Heartrepreneurs with Terri Levine. And on the group, if you're a member, you can invite your friends. I tell people never direct add somebody, ever, 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 because that's doing the same thing. If I'm not direct adding you, and Helen's one of my Heartrepreneur members, if she's direct adding people, it's that same violation of, hey, I'm just going to be intrusive, versus think about it. You don't just, want to bust into somebody's house and go, here's my stuff, look at it. You want to say, hey, I'd love to have you come to my home. Welcome. That's the concept.
Right on. And M is saying, just want to mention, thanks, Terri. After the mastermind last week, I started live streaming, and at only the third one, I got a person interested in my services, probably a client. So thanks.
Hey, I love it. And I know Brian had some success too. Brian, I got a client in Australia. So that's just after one training, you guys, and there's so much more. So I love hearing this. This is why I come and do this no more.
And Terri, I have a question for you actually. It's kind of related to that. So when you get someone to PM you, like how do you actually sell them? I mean, you're not selling them, but how do they, give you money?
So, I'll tell you, I don't have time for the whole formula, but give you essence. I say, hey, you were on my live and I could see you really were interested in how to get more prospects. I'll tell you what, I'd be happy to get on the phone for a quick conversation and absolutely guarantee you, promise you, no strings attached. I will not make you an offer. I will not sell you. I will not discuss my products or services. But if I can help you for 15 minutes, here's my calendar link. I have about 20 people get on the phone with me each week. I do just what I say I'm going to do. I converse, I find out about them, I give value, 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 value. At the end, we're done. Unless they say, how can you help me further? And then I say, listen, I told you I wouldn't sell or offer anything. Would you like me to describe that? I'll be happy to. But if they don't ask that question, I just leave. And it's usual that at minimum of 5 of them a week will ask the question. From the 5, I'll close one, and the least expensive thing I sell is $2,300.
Awesome. All right, cool. Terri, how much do you charge for like your coaching? I mean, you said $2,300. Like, what is that? Like, is it a coaching program or something, or what do you do?
I have a brand new group program that I'm starting, which is $2,300, and for my actual individual time with me is $5,000. And then I have packages that go up to $25,000 for people who want to spend an entire year with me and have us run their Facebook.
Gotcha. Wow. So that's pretty awesome. So how many of you guys are coaches? Let me hear from you guys. Are coaches, or you have your own programs together, and you can sell. Maybe you're not valuing yourself as much as Terri, but you can actually see the possibility of selling these high ticket items, your own coaching, through getting some conversations in your private messages. I want to hear from you guys. How many of you are coaches that see the potential of using this to make money, make good money, every single day using Facebook Live? So there's a lag. I'm gonna wait for people to put that stuff in. And honestly, how I'm kind of wondering the same thing as Em. Like, how do you keep up with all these calls? I mean, is it like you just do it? I mean, that's my answer. Just do it.
There is nothing more important in your business, and not only have I established 6 businesses for myself over the years that have done millions and millions of dollars, but I've helped 5,000 people do it. Catch this point. There is nothing more important in your business than to always be marketing. I don't care if you don't have room for another sale, always be marketing. And if you can't make time to have those kinds of appointments every day, you're not marketing, you're not going to grow your business, and there's very small percentage of people, I'm truthful, I'm right blunt, very small percentage of people that are going to make $1 million. There are. And the people who do it market every single day and make time for these calls to work in and on their business, not just in, on their business.
Awesome. All right, cool. So how many of you are, excited to go ahead and start creating Facebook Live videos? Now that you've gotten even more from Terri, you're ready to take this and take it to the next level. Go ahead and give me a big, all caps, yes. You're gonna go ahead and start adding this to your strategy starting today. I wanna hear from you. Go ahead and put that in the chat box. And if you're not, it's totally fine. Either way, did you get some value from this webinar? I hope so. Put that in the chat box too. Give some feedback. All right, cool. So awesome. Osio is saying yes, thank you. All right, you're welcome. I'm sure more people are typing in yes. They're probably putting some thank yous and stuff. All right, cool. Dagmar, I'm holding you accountable. All of you guys are saying yes, by the way. We're gonna hold you accountable to making these videos, right? Or spying on you, right?
Heck yes.
Yeah. So honestly, to work with Terri, she charges a minimum of $2,300 for this group program you have, and you have a fee that's a minimum of $5,000 to work with her personally. And some of you actually might even have hired Terri before, so you might even know that. And I just want to mention, like, honestly, the value that you gave right here on this call and our mastermind last week was extremely powerful. I took down a ton of notes. These things are, I'm seriously going to implement this like starting tomorrow, actually today and tomorrow. And everyone here, honestly, I'm sure we're all super grateful for it. And there are probably people who are watching this webinar right now or the recording that are wondering, is this it? Is there anything else? Like, how do we, get more from you, Terri? And I want to let you guys know that we do have a very special opportunity for all of you here watching this webinar. That, as I mentioned, Terri, she charges a minimum of $2,300, as she mentioned, and $5,000 to work with her personally. I've been able to, because of you guys being so awesome, and Terri, she loves you guys. She really does. This community, Infopreneur Mastery, and agency, we're all about helping you really get everything you need to grow your business. So we've arranged an exclusive offer just for you guys in a special program that will actually be, you'll be working with Terri on a weekly basis over the next 3 weeks. And basically you're gonna, like each week, you'll get on a call. First is actually gonna be her showing you how to build your presence to the next level on Facebook. And also you're going to actually learn some more pointers, some more advanced ninja strategies on how to engage the people on your webinars, actually practice engaging people on there. And then on top of that, you're also going to be able to amplify your message to get it out to way more people. How many of you guys would love to do that? I want to hear from you guys. Just put yes. And this is just for the first week. Then the second week, she's actually going to answer your questions and make sure that you're all set, you're on the right track, everything's going well, and just make sure you guys get some real good masterminding opportunity to talk with her again. Then the following week after that, you're already kicking ass, but she's going to take it to the next level and really give you some extra tips on how to build long-term relationships with your clients. As Terri talks about on the Heartrepreneur philosophy, that is to deepen your relationships with your clients and build really strong, loyal fans. And then, so like she's gonna also talk about what kind of messages to send, like how often to post, what kind of posts you actually give, where do you find the posts, and also some tons of also great ninja strategies in addition to that she doesn't have time to express on this webinar today. And for those of you watching right now, we have an exclusive bonus and a special offer just for you guys that are on live right now. So how many of you are interested in learning about this opportunity? I want to hear from you. just put something in the chat box. If you want to know, put it in the chat box, say yes, because we have a very special offer. And thanks for all of you for being on for the whole time. This is just for you guys here, okay? I'm going to put it into the a special link. Now, before I put this on, I want to let you know that we're offering this exclusive fast action bonus for the first 5 people, okay? For the first 5 people, you're going to get some really cool stuff. I'm going to tell you right now, okay? So remember when I was telling you about the Sociocaster software that we use to find awesome content and to load up our social media campaigns so we can have daily posts? Remember I was telling you about that? Well, you're going to actually get access to that for life. We have an agency license, so we're going to give that to you guys. It's completely for free for the first 5 people who sign up for this. All right, and you also get to post it all over. You get make one post, it goes all over all your accounts. Facebook, Twitter, and all your Facebook groups, pages. It's really convenient. So, all right, you guys, I'm gonna go ahead and put it in, and you guys are gonna love this. Ready? It's in there now. So you guys should see sooner or later. It's gonna pop up. Okay, so just need to wait for it to load up. Actually, give me a moment. All right.
That's an awesome bonus. I didn't know about that. That's fab. Love it.
Yeah. All right, cool. So there it is. You should see it on the chat box on the side right there. If you sign up right now, again, the first 5 people, you're going to get this opportunity to work with her. It's a 3-week program. There's a typo there. But, we might even have an extra week. It's just that Terri is, doing interviews all over. She's on TV. She's in the radio all the time, speaking all over the world. And, so it's kind of tough to make sure we have the right time in there. And anyway, if we're able to, we might give you an extra week. All right, we'll find out. All right, so
there'll be an extra something, Omar. It'll be either an extra Ask Me Anything call, or you may get an extra few minutes just of my personal time. I'll commit to one or the other for each person,
awesome.
Omar. It's a special bonus I just threw in. I want to help people do this. I want people to crush it on Facebook.
Love it. So for those of you, in case you are wondering, if you click on the link, you'll get the details. But in case you're wondering, this is not going to cost you $2,300. It's not going to cost you even $1,000, believe it or not. And even though this is totally worth it, it's not even going to cost the actual price that we're launching to the public. Because you are our special, beautiful family here, you're getting a special webinar bonus of a $200 discount from the $500 price point. So instead of it being $4.99, it's actually $2.99 for all of you watching right here live. And it's super awesome. I can't even, thank you enough, Terri. This is like super generous of you, and we really, really appreciate it. So again, you guys are basically getting coaching from Terri for basically $100 each session. And how much does it cost, Terri, to hire you for a coaching session, like just one session?
For one session, it's $1,500.
Awesome. So that's like what is that, a 93% discount, right?
Pretty big discount.
Yeah. Awesome.
I wanted to give back to the community, so I really want to help people crush it, and I look forward to being on the journey and really serving people and taking them under my wing, nurturing them, and making sure they crush it on Facebook.
Awesome. All right, cool. And Nietzsche is asking, is there a payment plan? So we haven't set up a payment plan as of right now, but Terri, what do you think? Should we give them a payment plan? Does that work?
I'm fine with payment plans if you are. Look, I want to make it easy for people to be able to do it and get rolling. So if you're good with it, I'm good with it. It's not about the money, it's about serving.
Awesome. Totally agree with that. Cool. So Nietzsche, just reach out to send me a private message. We're friends on Facebook, and then we'll set that up for you. And anyone watching the recording will have a special link somewhere here to give you access to a payment plan if that is the case for you. yeah, so there's some people typing stuff in. I want to see what was going on, and I'm glad you guys are loving this. I see a lot of people saying, loving it. I'm excited. How many are in the group? How many are in your group call? Zara is asking that. I'm not sure. Zara, if you want to elaborate.
Yeah, we'll just see how many people sign up. Listen, I have been doing group calls for 20 years, so I know how to navigate groups really well, get everybody heard, and I'm committed to do that. So don't worry, it's not going to be 100 people or anything like that. You'll get personal attention from me. It's a promise that I make to everyone that I work with.
Awesome. All right. So I'm going to give one more little special bonus. That's another unannounced bonus for those of you, because we're actually launching a membership site next month, and we are going to offer some really, really cool like masterminds and webinars with other experts. In addition to, you know, continue to mastermind with you, Terri, whenever we can, and other people like, you know, some super awesome people that some of you might not even know about. You know, there are some powerful leaders that don't really, you know, share their face on, you know, camera very much, but they're totally making big things happen behind the scenes. So we're gonna have a lot of really cool masterminds and webinars and trainings. How many of you would be interested in being a part of our masterminds and more webinars just like these to take your business to even further levels? How many of you guys would be interested in that? Because I'm thinking of giving a little bonus access to our masterminds and our webinars for maybe 3 months. So you guys.
Wow, that's very generous. That's awesome, Omar. I didn't know that.
Yeah. So those of you watching, I want to give you guys this opportunity. So I'm adding in 3 months access to our membership. If you want to join this, you know, Terry's program, I know that this our access to our membership, it's going to help you a ton, not just with your Facebook, but with your, you know, all your social media, you know, setting up your campaigns, creating your info products, launching them, and, you know, just scaling your business to the next level. So that's what this membership is about. Go ahead and just sign up. Just use the link, the button there. You'll see the discount that's on there already set up, and that's our special offer for you. Okay, so and yeah, Em is asking, how can you get the program for $2.99? Is there a coupon code or something? Did I miss anything? Yeah, there's a special. If you click on the button, it should go to the link that actually shows the coupon code already in there. And okay, maybe not. Okay, sorry about that. All right, well, just to give you guys the coupon code, it should be webinar. So type in webinar, and there you go. That is the coupon code. So put in webinar as the coupon, and you'll get a $200 discount. All right, guys. So sorry about that. I didn't notice that. Cool. So we're gonna wrap this up, you guys. Thanks again for being on here. And any of you have any other questions, you can just private message myself, or you can find Terry and myself, any of us, in the Facebook group